Hello, hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Everyone's had a wonderful, wonderful day, or is about to have a great fun wherever you are. Okay, let's begin the reading with lighting up the candles. Starting with Archangel Chamuel. Tell me you heard that. You heard that too, right? Fireworks. Okay, Archangel Raphael. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, we get it. Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I got it. I got everything. And Archangel Michael. Yeah, twice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the energy seems like, yeah, a lot of energy around your love life, your attention, the stardom, whatever you call it, all right? The spotlight, the celebrity status, all that kind of energy that you have. There's a lot of energy around it, good and bad both. Yeah. And of course, as always, or not always, I would say, like, as we have been feeling a little bit, right, over the past readings, we've felt the same thing. There's a lot of energy around your healing as well. There's a lot of chitter chatter, a lot of I don't like to do this gossip bit, but it is what it is. At this moment, I see a lot of talk about that. I see a lot of talk about your protection as well, like how well you are, like, protected by the divine. People and your enemies, ops, can see it, feel it, and they're slightly scared, I guess. And Archangel Gabriel, the messenger, is like as calm and cool. I like, it don't matter to me. Let it be. It's like that. That's the energy right now, right? Okay, so let's begin. I do have Okay, today I have let's begin with a vision. I had a vision. So today is Wednesday, right? So we're coming a day late. This must be either over the weekend or it was Monday. I don't know. Just a few days ago, right? I saw a house, and I saw this. I don't know whether it was like one house in the series of houses, or is it just one singular duplexy thing or something, but it seemed like a duplex. That very good old fashioned, very Delhi, tasteful, and something that quintessential was Delhi. I'm sure a lot of you you're not even from Delhi, but I was born and raised, my family's from here, my father was born here, so I'm a hardcore Delhi girl. So this is the duplex structure of homes was what Delhi was all about, like that. There's a certain flavor, right? We had, like, that was what the vibe was, right? Really, at the time, I saw a very similar structure. Now I don't know whether it was, like I said, at the cost of repeating myself, I'm trying to, like, paint that picture so you can imagine with me what I saw. You can also see what I saw, right? So, like, it could be a series of homes and the focus was just on that, or it was just that home. Not very sure. It could be series of home. Let's say from where I live, in my block, just like a block, right? There's a, like, series of homes, right? They're all we pretty customized in the sense, but they're still kind of similar. Like, we have a similar structure, but we all have customized our homes. It looks different. Every home looks different, but still the same. You know what I mean? Not cookie cutter homes just like America has. I'm not talking about that. In India, we have a lot of privilege and leverage, right? We can literally customize our homes, right? But what I'm trying to, again, trying to paint a picture, right? Could be that. And I saw, like, it was dark yet not dark, very twilighty kind of lighting. And I saw, like, about, I would say it was like around 100 lights. Let's say I'm ballparking it right now. About 100 lights that were, right, moving lights, like very angelic. That's very, from my experience, those are angels. Like, I've experienced these lights before myself in my own life, and not just like once or twice. I mean, but the kind of number that I saw, coming back to the point, the kind of number that I saw, like about 100 moving lights around one home, seemed like as if it was Yeah, ancestors. Yeah, it was protection. It seemed like that. It literally was like, yeah, I know. I can confirm you right now. That was like those were angels around someone's home. Now, there were two renditions that came to my mind. It could be your home, my collective. That they were like about 100 angels at one time. Like I've had a similar experience. Okay, let me go to my experience that I wanted to share earlier, but I stopped myself. Long time ago, and I mean like really long time ago, there was again there was one of those experiences that I had that it was like a winter night, and I was trying to sleep, but I would close my eyes and would see so many lights. There was so many angels that I could see, and I knew they were protecting me from something. Maybe something was sent my way, or somebody was trying to do something, or whatever it was, right? It was something, but I knew that they were like trying to protect me. And I remember telling them this, that how am I supposed to sleep with that much light around me? How am I supposed to like get to sleep? Like, how will I go to sleep like this? I remember like, complaining to them in jest. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, I'm always thankful and grateful when they're around me. Like I can see them when you meditate. If you also meditate, if you have a connection with the source, with the divine, you'll be able to see these lights, right? And they're always around. If you're happy, you're in pain, or otherwise also, they keep on telling you, just like they told me just now, that they're around. Okay, they have a way of like telling you that, like making their presence felt, letting you know that you're surrounded, that you're like well protected, and don't worry about anything. All right, that guy, it seemed like, and that twilighty zone, it could be that it's that very early morning when it has that, the day hasn't set yet, right? The dawn, it hasn't really got to the point. It's like between 3:34, and because I think what 4 o'clock onwards is when I would say it's like proper morning, and before that it's like technically, not technically, rather the other way, it seems like nightfall, right? And that is the veil period. If you know, in spirituality, that is the veil period. Like that's like the veil between the day and night is so thin. That is when most people, like most spiritual people, most pure-hearted people, are most vulnerable. Getting my point? That is when most of the attacks take place. That is when you'll see all these, ill-intentional people. That is when they do stuff, right? Just like, let's say, for instance, Diwali ka din, right? That is when the veil between both the worlds is very thin. That is when you'll see a lot of people do the bad things, right? I'm not saying those bad things. Again, like my word is very powerful, so I'm not going to say those words, right? But I expect you to understand it now. All right, and understand why am I maneuvering around them and not going right through them. Okay, and similarly, like even Halloween, why do you think Halloween is celebrated? That is one of those days of the year when the veil is really thin between both the worlds. So that is when you see a lot of these bad practices are like they're in full swing. Why? Because then the veil is thin, and you can use even the good energy for bad, or whatever people want to do. You can always just be a good person, but no, people want to be bad. They just want to be, and that's the nature of the world we have to accept. All right, there'll be good, there'll be evil, both. All right, the yin and the yang. Anyways, so I saw this. So my two renditions are, there's one, it could be my collective's house, someone in my collective that has been protected fiercely right now. Because when I experienced those lights, those were the lights that I experienced, the most angels at one time, making themselves felt, that I could like literally see them, but just like I could see them. That was the one time that I had not felt those many at one given moment. You're getting what I'm trying to say? Now, this instance of this vision was like, this was at least 10 times that. I was like, for a second, I was like, whoa. And I saw it from like, let's say I'm here. So I could see the house like it was almost like a slightly atop a hill kind. Maybe not really a hill, but like on slightly elevated ground, if not a hill. Right? And I'm seeing from here, from this angle. So I'm seeing it like so. I was like, whoa. And I was like, those moving lines were like, oh, there's a lot of protection for someone. Either it's my collective's home again, A, driving the point home. A, it could be my collective's home that's been fiercely protected. Or B, it could literally be the karmic's home, where the angels are either like house arresting them or something, or That is what came to my mind. That your karmic could be under a house arrest, like a spiritual house arrest, a spiritual arrest, where they're not allowed to like move out. They're not like, they would like, the angels would just throw something in their way and they would not be able to move out. They'll, whatever it is, like if your karmic plan to harm you or something, or they have planned something malicious, ill-intended, and all those things, right? It could be that your angels are protecting, like you protecting you in order to protect you. My collective, they are not letting 133 on the clock. They were not letting that karmic move out of the house. Or it could be that they're keeping such a fierce eye on the karmic that they could be like, they're already like snap at that person if they just to even move out or something like that. It just felt so. Because the twilighty zone is when, had it been like, it was very, again, very there, not there, it was quite foggy. And that fog is very symbolic of karmics like creating illusions, which translate in the real world, in 3D world, as lying, scheming, victimizing themselves. 144 on the clock here. Yeah, I'm right. I am right. So it could be like, they could be like creating a very kind of false narratives of smear campaigns, just general lying, being a victim, doing something and hitting the collective for surviving it and smashing it and thriving through it. They could act like a victim, like, dude, in real terms they did something bad to you, but not only did you survive, you like literally thrived, you excelled, you used that energy, you alchemized it and boosted your rockets. And the karmic would then go around and just act like a victim. What happened to me? What happened to me? How bad she is. How bad he is. That kind of energy. So this is what a fog really is. Fog. What is it? It's like, even in a 3D world, it's like it would stop you from being able to see ahead. Right? Fog would limit your visibility. That's why flights nahi udte hain. We can't really drive that fast and everything. All that. Why? Because it limits your visibility. Correct? That is what mental fog does. That is what spiritual fog does. It limits your ability to be able to see ahead, even 5 minutes ahead. You'll not be able to use your brain because it's that, that spider web kind of a thing where you're like illusions and you don't know which one is which. That house of mirrors kind of energy where you don't know which is real, what is not. You know what I mean? If you just put in enough mirrors, you will know what is real, what is not. And most people, and I don't mean to like judge anyone, but try to, quite honestly, most people don't apply themselves really. They don't. They're like, jo bol diya wo satya hai. Jo bola sach. People are, why do you think we say people are sheep? Why do you think even symbolically most of the gods, like let's say from our Krishna, from our Sri Hari, from our Krishna to Jesus are shepherds? To David versus Goliath, may even David was a shepherd. Why do you think that sheep mentality? It's symbolic. People are sheep. So, jahan bhi bada doge, bad jayenge kinds. Getting my point? People, why do you think? You think like they're genuinely idiots? No, they're not genuinely idiots. It's just like lack application. They will not be able to, like I said, like 12 Angry Men. Remember that movie? If you have seen it, wonderful. If you still haven't seen it, just keep it on your list. Don't miss out, okay, on good cinema. And like, I'm sure everybody, they were able to see the point later after they deliberated with that man, but there was only just one man who really, really applied himself. And again, I'm driving home the point. They all were smart enough to understand it, but they did not want to apply themselves. So that kind of fog. So it's very easy to like really people, like, ye such a house of mirrors. Just erect enough mirrors and people will be fooled. That kind of energy, okay? So that's what I saw. So just, my first, gut feeling, it went towards my collective's house, because it just seems like someone under an attack, like an actual spiritual attack, and in the middle of the night, or like the dead of night. And it doesn't happen at 12 or something. Don't worry about that. Like I said, the most One of the time would be like really early in the morning, like before the sun has set, right? Which is very early at 3:34. That is when most of these people do their shit stuff, okay? So so it seemed that is what but it still, I still got that second bit. The other aspect of it is that's why I wanted to share it, but it seemed like, yes, I think it was my collective's house that was being fiercely protected. So I'm like, tum bhejo to idhar, tum aao to idhar, you gotta fucking die, kinds. Which takes me to that. Oh, I even today, Kal Bhairav made his presence felt. Like, very subtly though, but he's still around. He's still around. Okay, this is what I want to share for the vision. What else? Oh, yes, I got another download about a gateway. This word was given to me, gateway. And I forgot, like, would you believe it? I forgot to write it down. I got this 3 times, I think, or even more, maybe. 3, I remember. Okay, I got it so many times, but I was always commuting when I got it. So I could not write it down and I would just forget because of like a lot of work going on, this, that, life takes over. I forgot about it. And then again it was given to me, then again I forgot to write it down. Again it was given to me, again I forgot to write it down. It kept on going in a loop. It was almost somebody, again, is this almost like mental fog, right? That, that gateway is open, that portal is open, where somebody's just trying to like project themselves so that you don't see it. Fog, you don't see it, you're limited visibility, you don't, and you have to again see it through your spiritual eye. You don't have to like see it. There's no like actual gate with a doorknob, right? It's an energetic gateway that is open for you. By the way, let me tell you, like, just to clarify this gateway is not going to close anytime soon. This is open for you. This is like a reward of the ascension, because when I opened the box today, it was literally the first card was rewards, which came in last time also, right? I kept it that way. And when I opened the box today, it was rewards on top. And after that, now I shuffled it a little bit, quite honestly. And the card on top right now is sing his praise. So I'm telling you, it's like that portal is open. Don't you worry about it. It is for you. You can go through it at your pace. There's no race to that. Okay, these two are new. Let me just go through one more time. There are a lot of downloads that I haven't yet touched upon. Okay, there's something about, I told you, I think I briefly mentioned this. There are like certain personalities that were spiritually connected with me a little while back. There's been a little while, right? And I told you, I gave you a hint, like you would not believe whom I connected with. That. So let me just, because since it's a little bit, let me just go through it one more time, and I'll come back to you in the next read. I'll bring those downloads. You'll be zapped, just like I said last time. You'll be zapped. Okay, what else? I think there was, I was given, oh yeah, it's in my other book. Okay, let me just do this psalm. So I was given Psalm 37:3. Okay, let's just open it together. 18 minutes. Okay. And memento. Psalm 37:3. Okay, the name of the chapter is chapter 37, verse 3 is what we were given. The chapter's name is Alf. Okay. No, really, it says ALEPH. I hope I'm okay. There are names underneath. Alf, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, He, Wa, Zain. These are old biblical names, so they will sound really strange in the present times, right? Zain, Het, Tet, Yod, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samek, Ayin. Should I keep going? P, Sadhe, Kyof, Resh, Shin, To. Yeah, those are the names, all right? So 37-3. Who are these people? I don't think I was able to like really go through it. I don't know. I don't remember going through these names. So chapter, oh, 1 second, sorry. 37, verse 3. So let's go to verse 3. Verse 3 is under Beth, the name Beth. And the verse says, trust in the Lord and do good, that you may dwell in the land and live secure. Secure, live secure. Find your delight in the Lord, who will give you your heart's desire. So if you were just to look into chapter 37, verse 3, verse 3 is only 2 lines actually. I just read the verse 4 along with it. Okay, so it says, let me just read that again. So we were given only on 37:3, which says, trust in the Lord and do good, that you may dwell in the land and live secure. So divine's like literally connecting this with our vision. Just do what you want. I was right, divine. Thank you. I was right. This was my collective's house. So literally divine is saying do good. As in do whatever you have been asked to do by the divine. Do God's work. Let people say, let people do. Whatever they do, whatever they say. Alright. Let them just be themselves. Alright. Their sinful selves. Right. Let them be who they are. You do what you've been asked to do by the divine. Your divine work. You are giving back to the world. You do that. You're helping your brothers and sisters. You do that. You do good. All right. Trust in the Lord and trust that you will be taken care of. All right. Trust in the Lord and do good, that you may dwell in the land and live secure. Thank you. Literally validating. I hadn't even read this because I only wrote Psalm 37:3. And I have a very typical way of when I just understand something, I have kind of underline it twice. That's what I've been doing since I was in school, right? I didn't even read this. So I was just given Psalm 37:3 and I just wrote that Psalm 37:3. I hadn't read this, hand to God. Imagine if this word is like literally divine giving that, saying like validating the vision. Okay, you'll be taken care of. You may dwell in the land and live secure. You are secure. You are safe. You have been protected by Kal Bhairav, the Kotwala of Kashi. If someone says kind of like, if anyone's just, I don't know, if you shouldn't feel any fear, God's children don't feel fear, but I'm sure there are like a lot of people around you who try to like discourage you, which is like take it as like, that's how the karmics, that's how they live. They live through sins. All right, they live through sins, and this is how they discourage others. They know they're not doing the most elevated bit. They're not doing the right thing, the right thing in their lives. When they see someone else having the courage to do the right thing, they try to discourage that person because they want to like feel good about themselves. And that's the answer. Anytime someone comes and like you go to, let's say you go to a religious place and people like say इनकी कोई उम्र है हरिद्वार जाने की या इनकी कोई उम्र, something like that, say, and they try to discourage you, that they think that you should be in a nightclub or you should be going to a bar at the stage, they try to like make you feel that that's how you are. Just know that's how they function. They know that there is a better way of living, and when they see someone else, I'm repeating myself, when they see someone else living in their purpose, it triggers them. मतलब वो जो क्या होता है, what is that, grenade का pin निकल जाता है and they just boom. It's like that. They see, because there's nothing more triggering for a karmic to see my collective in their purpose. You're like, why are these people doing this? It really does internalize this, my collective. It makes them feel bad about themselves. So this is what they keep on doing. It's a very old trick in a woman's book, I would say. When they see someone else dressed better, try to pull that person down, saying so much makeup, so much blush, so much eyeliner, so much this. They do that so that you feel discouraged. Archangel Michael just agreed with me. So they do that so so that you're discouraged from doing something, so that you also don't do it just like them, and then we're all the same. You getting my point? That's how it is. You do the right thing, you stand up for yourself, and suddenly you're like, if you're amongst people who don't have any spine, they don't, but you stand up for yourself, suddenly everybody else is like, shh, sit down, because now they're looking stupid. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now they are looking stupid. Just remember this. Okay, this is Psalm 37:3. I repeat, this comes under, there's no chapter's name, but there are a bunch of there's no chapter's name, but there are a bunch of verses, and there are like 2 verses under Beth, verse 3 and verse 4, and we were given verse 3, which said, trust in the Lord and do good, that you may dwell in the land and live secure. All right, take this as God's word. God's literally promising you go do what you want to do, what I've told you to do the right thing. Go, I will protect you. God's promise. Isn't it promise? Oh, that's why I was given this. Today's promise day or something, right? I don't know. I don't really believe in the whole Valentine bit. I think every day is a Valentine's Day. But I don't mind giving my husband something stupid, just to go with the times. But I don't really like follow the Valentine's Day, the Rose Day thing. But I remember some notification coming to me. What is it today? Is 11th, right? 11th February ko kya hai? There are a bunch of people like, who? Where, how is that special? I thought there was some promise day or something. Yeah, promise day. Because that notification I got, not that I know it in like otherwise, not intuitively, no, but I got a notification which said promise day. I was like, okay, so this is God's promise to you on the promise day. God saying, I love you, right? And you do what I have been asked, like you have been asked to do. You do what you think is right. You go follow your heart. You do like whatever you've been, like whatever it feels right to you, whatever is righteous to you, and don't be afraid. I'm protecting you. Literally, as simple as that. Okay, this is Psalms chapter 37 verse 3. Should you want to read it separately? Okay. All right, these were there are a lot of, I want to talk about another download that I had. It wasn't like a download, but I promised talking about it. When I was what was this? How have I like not covered this? Hang on for a second, collective. I will just take a second. Give me some time on this, because I will have to come back to you on this. I'm sure there's more to. There's another download that I wanted to cover. I'll come back to you the next time. All right, with this, I promise you. Okay, so for now, let's just cover these. All right. Okay. And let's do what? Cards. Should we do tarot? Let's do tarot first. Tarot the box ही नहीं खोला है इतने दिन से हमने. Kitna 29 minutes. It's 10 o'clock already. All the dinners have done, so there's no. Oh, already strength in reverse. Who is feeling so? Is it? Okay, Temperance. Okay, let me split the deck. Let me. I haven't done it in the longest. Hang on, let me just mix them up. Then we'll take out my cards after this. Okay. Oh, what? Lot of energy thrown. Like I'm not kidding you, my collective. Wow. There's a lot of energy. I guarantee you that. A lot of eyes on you in a way, a lot of energy around you, like around what you do. Yes, what is this? The Six of Cups. A lot of past people energy, right? Could be past friends, past co-workers, past like ex, could be ex family also, like members that you don't talk to anymore, like, right, you've thrown out of your life. Or it could be ex-lovers or whatever, like people that you don't talk to, you want nothing to do with. Those are kind of people like really reminiscing about you right now. The other ones, oh, this is all like past. Oh, it could be a lot of past friends, right? Right, like they are okay. So this is like, in a way, they're like thinking how nice you were to them, what all you brought to the table, you know, that kind of energy. You know, I remember seeing her, she used to be like this. I remember seeing him, he used to be like that. You know, they did this for me, they did that, something, that kind of energy. And it was like lovely having them this it used to like, the place used to shine, something that kind of energy. Like, you know, like really they're like literal flowers in the cups. Like, so good, positive, 3113 on the clock. When I said that, good, positive, like when you reminisce fondly about someone, is what I'm saying, right? Okay, there's literally a lot happening right now. Could somebody be crying? I don't know, if they're like really are in their feels, I don't know. Okay, two more cards. Okay, I would love to see this. Temperance, bottom energy, temperance, you're in balance. All right, and what are these cards? Hermit in reverse and Two of Pentacles in reverse. This came in reverse. It's just like almost okay. So I feel that they have this, whoever, these past friends, whoever they are, past family people or whatever, right? They think that they don't have an option of coming back in your life or anything. Yeah, right. Hermit in reverse. Because almost, it's like that light. You're the light. Remember Jesus saying, I'm the light of the world. It's almost that this came in reverse. That light in their life is gone now. Or it could be that they refuse to look inwards. They just refuse to look at it. It's like, just let me just maybe, you know, kind of like put this on them, that they don't want to talk to me, and they might feel there's nothing wrong with them. Page of Cups, yes. They're thinking about your creativity, whatever you bring to the table. Again, like I said in the beginning, something that you bring to the table, very unique to your character, your personality, your skill set, something very unique that you bring to the table is what being discussed here right now. I hate doing it. There's a lot of cards. I'm putting them back. I hate doing this gossip bit. I think this is why we just, this is not, I don't feel it. It's just like, I don't want to talk about it. That kind. 33 on the clock. 3333. Okay, what else? A lot of cards, Divine. Sorry. I'm going to put that back. We'll take only ones and twos. Divine, please. Only ones and twos. Thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. Okay. Now when I do this, I feel, see, I just don't, this feels like heavy. There's a lot of heavy energy. It feels like, but then kitna kuch hai isme. And you don't want to be a part of this. It's like, you want to be like, this is a very draggy energy that doesn't move. They could just sit and procrastinate, but they wouldn't move, you know, right? I remember my own, like, my mindset, because I remember my husband was giving me like a bunch of things to do, like, ye bhi kar lena aaj, ye bhi kar lena aaj, wo bhi reh gaya, ye bhi kar lena aaj, right? Ye bhi karna hai. I was like, okay. Then he said, leave this, okay, ye kal kar lena kuch hai. Something like that. And I was like, why? I gave him that old adage, you know, kal kare so aaj kare so ab. And I'm like, we'll do it today. We have ample time today. We'll do it. So they are like literally in the opposite of this energy. They're like, aaj kare so kal kare so parso. You know, that kind of energy. That very draggy energy when you like waste your own time, right? You waste your own time and then you blame the world, you know. Yeah, I wasn't able to do it because there wasn't enough time. No, there was time, but you didn't plan ahead, right? See, nothing is coming out. It's like and now there'll be like these many cards. Death has come in twice. Like pehle bhi death I saw this card. Death energy. I just told you, like, it's like you're not planning ahead, then things don't work. Obviously, death. You don't plan ahead. Like, for instance, I'll just give you my example. I know that something would be asked of me, just like workplace example I'm giving. I know that there's a protocol in place, and something that I should expect this to happen, like maybe in like 2 days, 3 days time. I know it, that would happen. Just giving a work example. So instead of waiting for that bloody third day to come and for me to like then, oh my god, I don't have enough time to do this. Instead of that, I already started working on it like since Monday. You getting my point? Now I'm planning ahead so that when that day, 3 days from now, in the end of this week, I'm all set. I don't have to worry about it. I'm ahead of myself, and then I can also take on those challenges that like come unannounced. Right? I'm just giving an example. Now again, a karmic could be like, right now this energy that is I'm feeling right now is like, देखेंगे, we'll just do it. होता होएगा, नहीं होता नहीं होगा. We'll do it in the 11th hour. Then we'll just cry about it. See, so many cards again. So many heartbreaks. This, why not? Of course, this will happen because, and this is not just about. It could be in friendships also that time has gone by. You just procrastinated. You didn't plan ahead. This is it. That's why. What else? See, waiting energy. There's also waiting energy. Waiting for your ships. Again, see, now this is creativity. You're like, you taking the world is in this person's hand, but it came in reverse. You don't, because you're releasing control, and not like in a bad kind of way control. You still have control, certain control over your life, right? But you're giving that away by not, kind of like planning, by not applying yourself, like I said in the beginning. Not applying yourself. Correct? Being a sheep, okay, जब कहेंगे तब देखेंगे. That kinds. तब करेंगे. होता है ठीक है, नहीं होता ना से. That kind of energy is what I'm feeling again. See? Page of Wands. Very page energy. What else? We have Empress, Page of Wands, Empress, but then Six of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my god. Page of Wands. I would say this is new energy, fresh energy, ready for the world energy, yes. And then there's Empress energy, of course, all fulfilling, right? But then this fulfilling Empress is taking back. Taking back what? Taking back her power from her environment, I think. She is taking back the pentacles. Something very literal. I mean, like very literal happened to me today. So I'm surprised at this energy. Literally the Empress energy. And Six of Pentacles in reverse. Like literally, when it is upright, this card, it is like giving. And when it's in very literal sense, if you don't like really, just put two symbolism into it. It'll be like taking back. And Pentacles is money. It's literally that. I don't even have to like think. Okay. I see Judgment in reverse. Okay, there are a lot of cards, but I'll take this one because it really showed itself. Judgment in reverse. All right. Ooh, Judgment in reverse in the sense like, okay, like a lot of people could not be like understanding this. It's okay. Six of Wands, like, yeah, you get a little, okay, it's right under your Six of Cups and Six of Wands. A lot of, they're reminiscing only because you're doing well now. You're doing well. You're like being rewarded for your work. And now it's like, oh, wow. It's interesting, what my soul brother was also in, basically, I was just listening to him a little while back, and he literally talked about a moment in his life when he gave up his regular 9 to 5 and he wanted to pursue spirituality like in full-fledged, so that because he was saying that he didn't get enough time. What is this card? The Star card. I told you, now that you're popular, now that you are doing well, now that you have more money, you look like money, you smell like money, you have a prosperous, bright future, they all want to like be, of course, like this, like, oh. Anyways, so he was talking about this, and there was a very close family member that like literally ridiculed him. Like the people like literally laughed in his face, like, you know, it's nothing was gonna come of it. You need to like have a proper career here, you know, there's that, and proper title and everything. Is not spirituality mein kya hi karoge, ye wo, stuff like that, you know. And he was telling that now that I'm now just a little while later, because he's like I've told you many a times, he's like seriously divinely blessed. He's very good at what he does, right? And he has helped me, so I'm sure he's helped many people. All right, he's doing really well for himself and his family, right? And then now that same family member boasts about him to the rest of the world, that, you know, that child is, you know, I'm connected to that boy, and that's how, you know, that man is, you know, how that man is related to our family and stuff like that. How the tables have turned. He literally, hand to God, literally was just here listening to him, and he was saying this exact thing. And that same past energy has come out here, saying that, you know, now they feel bad about it now, only because, remember this, they were not there with you while you were struggling. You were given those struggles. Even if you're given certain lessons right now, collective, understand this, please internalize this, come, you know, achhe se, right? If you've been given those lessons, that you discern that who is for you, who's not for you, who's your friend, who's not your friend, who was with you in those troubled times, that you know, literally no one, right? No one. It was just literally probably one or two family members. If you're lucky, you had two. I just had one, my husband, and I had divine. Really, that's it. That's about it. All right, so you just know if there's any false friend, or the frenemies, as you know, people call it now. Frenemies, I would not call them fake friends or false friends, right? That kind of energy, you've been shown, you've been given lessons that they're not for you. Don't even think about taking them. They don't have good intentions for you. They don't mean you well. Even if they're not actively like plotting and planning or whatever, they're like spreading bad word about you. If they're like being ungrateful, they don't deserve to be in your energy. That's as simple as that. Remember Jesus not refusing to cure certain people because they didn't believe in God. That was your lesson. This is how you learn, right? You help people, and then they're not ungrateful to you. You're like, kind of, you understand that. Heartbreak. See? No matter what I do. Okay, there's another one. This energy is right here, because now they're like heartbroken that you're not letting them in. But these people are, one second, this heartbreak energy is right under the Hermit in reverse. They're not ready to introspect also, right? Not ready. It's something, they think that something just automatically kuch ho gaya. They're not like some kuch, it's not their mistake. It's not, it's just like, Mera bhi nahi chahta tha. You know, that kind of confirmation. Still not taking accountability that they did something, they were ungrateful, they were, you know, misleading people. No, nothing like that. They didn't take your help, like, they weren't thankful enough for it. So the heart breaks, like, okay, so just understand Temperance energy, right, in the bottom energy. And this is what was peeping out. The Chariot in reverse. Archangel Michael. Chariot card in reverse. Why? Divine, could you just clarify this? Sorry, let me just put that back. Essay. Why is a chariot? What is not moving ahead? Oh, chariot card is Archangel Michael. I see Archangel Michael in this. He looks a lot like this. All right. But if it's basically a chariot card, which means like forward movement, like the fire horse. There are horses here. They're creatures driving this chariot. These two creatures, white and black. You see that? Very Egyptian looking creatures, right? Look like the Sphinx. Basically the Sphinx, right? The body of the, like a lion or a tiger, and then the face of like a person, and then this Egyptian headgear and everything. So very Sphinx like creatures. One black, one white, right? So this is like forward movement, and this is like in reverse right now. So I think there's something, that Page of Cups, could they be, why is this? So this, okay, so they could be thinking of just, you know, patching up or something, but it seems like Archangel Michael has closed the door. He's not letting this move forward. He sees, he sees that these people are not good for you, so they can't come into 2026 with you. Is that simple as that. This is your year. And they can't come in. It's like, that's why. He's like not letting this, he's like stopping this right now. See, no more of this bloody energy of like very self-sabotagey, very victim energy, you know. No matter what you do, they're always like victim. Like I just said that in the beginning also, like very victim. Even if they tried to put these swords inside you and then nothing happened to you, you probably are like almost, you know, by God's grace, you've given energy, you've given life, you have given divine prana, right? That's where you derive your prana from, the source, right? Nothing happened to you. Like I said, you like only just, you know, rebirth into another more finer version, more upgraded version of you every time they try to like kill you. Let's say 3 swords, 3 times, let's say, for instance, right? But they still, like, now that they failed, they'll keep on like looking at themselves like this in this victim energy. They're going to people around in this victim energy, like, what happened to me? I'm such a, you know, victim of this entire thing. Ace of Cups, you are fulfilled, you look fulfilled. The Page of Wands, a new, fresh energy, like that new beginning. You look much younger, you look much fresh, you look much more energized. That's the word I was looking for. More energized, more, look at this, all this barren land, but this person's like, you know, he's dressed up like today is the day when he gets promoted. No? Yeah, so it's like that. Ace of Cups, fulfilled, content. Because why is that, my collective? Now answer the question. Why do you think you're feeling so fulfilled, so content, so satisfied, so happy? Why? Because you're connected to your purpose. You're aligned with your purpose, your higher calling. Yeah, your inner child and your higher self are both happy right now. Obviously, your present self will be. Obviously, by default. Your inner child is happy. Your higher self is happy, is proud of you. Obviously, you'll do well. Okay, now the cards are like, okay, very heavy energy. I'm done with this. Because Archangel Michael is done with it. And he says, so I agree. Whatever. Okay, so let me just put these back. Bottom energy. I was just curious what the bottom energy is. Like very angry, fiery energy. Take it. Achhi baat hai, kar de raho. This doesn't help, right? Introspection right now, and that card came in reverse, so that goes to show that these people are not willing to take accountability for their actions or anything. So let that be. This is their energy. Let them dwell in it. Let them stew in it. This is there. All right. This Judgment card also came in reverse, right? I could feel that a lot of people might also agree with them, like, "Ha, sachi bichari, you know, ha, sachi bichara." Getting your point, like, but then understand that judgment is not coming. That judgment is not coming from the divine, and you just let it be. Let people do their peopling. Okay, let them do what they do best. That is acting like a victim. All right. Then they I don't know why they wonder why their life hasn't picked up or anything. Why does it feel that they're never happy? Why do they have to drink so much to feel happy? Why do they have to party so hard to feel happy? Why can't they just be happy being at home with themselves? Why? They don't want to think of those, you know, questions. Those, you know, thought-provoking questions where you like hold yourself responsible. No. Okay, anyways, this is why I remember why I don't, you know, resonate with doing these anymore now. Because you pick up on that same very heavy energy, you know, every time. Because heavy with sins, yeah. Heavy, very sinful, very draggy energy. And they'll pull everything down with them, you know. If you were to attach to this energy at all, they'll drag you down, no matter how well you're doing. So anyways, let's just do our cards, right? Let's do our cards, right? Okay, let's just take a few. These ones. Take this bunch. Itna se lete pehle. Okay, putting this back, and here it is. Enchanting. Oh my god, you could be enchanting right now. Like, could be like quite awesome, very awe-inspiring. Enchanting. Ooh. Oi. Enchant. That's the first time that card has come. Enchanting. Okay, what else we got? Truth. God said, third chakra, God said exactly where was the word said. I can see Divines, angels, like really speaking into my ear. They're asking you to speak your truth. They're asking you to tell your story. They're asking you to go speak. Don't suppress your emotions. Don't suppress the truth. Just be fearless. Thank you, Divine. That's the word they were getting at. Fearless. Speak your truth. Okay. All right. Then what else we got? Appear. Appear. Okay. What about appear? Appear. Cruel. Something about cruel. Truth appear cruel. Okay. The truth might appear cruel. Emergency. And hand to God, this card is emergency. When the enchanting card came in, right, like it was right there, I read that in my head. I read that as emergency first. And you remember again, my collective, every time I tell you, every time this card comes in, it keeps on coming in. This is Archangel Michael, right? Emergency vehicles are very indicative of Archangel Michael coming with help. All right, if you want to, like, this is how they manifest themselves in your energy field. All right, so this is, he just came in through the tarot cards also, and it's like him coming in, stopping this cruel person or whoever, this, whatever this cruel setup is, cruel emergency, like he is stopping this at all completely. Okay, let's just pull in a little more. All right, okay, should take these. Let's take these. Okay. All right. What is this? Okay, I felt like taking from here first. Stuck together. Hang on. They made me flip. I want to take the green one out first. It made me flip. You know why? Divine presence. I've told you already 2 times. I've like literally just put something in my ear, like telling me, like, give me a download. You know, that kinds. Not that way, but you know what I mean. When they speak to you like this is how it feels. Emergency, already told you, Archangel Michael is here. He's like literally manifesting himself, divine presence. Already told you, they are stopping this. Whatever cruel bit this is happening, this is very, you know, like very, again, you know, whatever. Divine presence के बाद आ रहा है divine feminine. You could be a divine feminine, my collective, or a divine masculine also, or it could be, you know, a divine being with your feminine side shining right now. Divine feminine, right? Divine presence, divine feminine, divine justice. What? And how many times did I use this word dragging? I told you that draggy energy, that's why I don't like doing tarot. I told you it's very like they'll drag you down with them. I just said this word like at least 2 times or 3 times. Draggy energy, they call dragging. By the way, let me just, okay, I want to put this first. Divine justice coming after divine presence and divine feminine. So divine justice is with you, my divine feminine. It is with you. All right. Emergency, and Archangel Michael is here to personally help you, escort you out of it. Truth appear. The truth will appear. This cruel person will be stopped. Divine presence, divine feminine, divine justice. And so be it. All right. Dragging. And dragging is right under truth. So it could be somebody that had been instructed by the divine to speak their truth, and they're like, nah. Maybe somebody lied so much, you know, and whatever they're doing is just like, maybe they've been warned by the divine to, you know, kind of like take accountability, speak the truth, but they are dragging their feet, that kinds, right? Big reveal. I told you, the divine has asked them to speak the truth, like reveal the truth. Reveal is under, can you beat that? Reveal is under appear. The truth will come. It will be revealed. And this dragging person will have to do it. They have been pushed by a divine. They could be under spiritual arrest. Again, that rendition. That's why it's not given to me for no reason. Thank you, divine. There's no reason for anything. Every thought that has been given to me is for a reason. That could be that they are under spiritual. They are under like spiritual arrest in a way that they've been told to like, oh up, speak the truth, or that kind of energy. you know. ऐसे ही नहीं कोतवाल of Kashi is like an energy, is here for something. Kal Bhairav is here for something. Yeah, Odin is here for something. Then is relief. Relief is under cruel. So it is like, yeah, you'll be given relief from this whatever stupid cruelty that is happening, right? A lot of people like, whatever, they could be like discouraging you, like again, same words, yeah, smear campaigns, lies, deception, whatever. That could have costed you a lot of time. They could have costed you a lot of energy more than anything else, right? So yeah, all of this is going to be like, you know, redeemed. They will have to pay for it. Okay, and something about emergency. Excuse me. Okay, under emergency, which is Archangel Michael, right? We have this card which says prosthetics. Prosthetics? Like really? Prosthetics as in like really? You know that in that movie making or those could, what about prosthetics? Could someone have had used this? Why prosthetics, divine? Stalking. Oh, and you know, stalking is not just any ordinary stalking. Stalking is right under divine presence. Now, divine is stalking this person. That same, those lights outside this person's house. I told you that other rendition. This person has been stalked by divine. Like they are now again, and like I said, same spiritual arrest. Every action is being like almost recorded spiritually. Every action they take, every word they speak, every thought they think is under scrutiny right now. Divine is stalking this person. Like, I will do what, like, you stalk my collective. You try to intimidate my collective. I will intimidate you. I bet this person can't sleep at night because they close their eyes and they see divine in the divine's Rudra avatar and divine's Kal Bhairav avatar. I'm telling you. Divine is talking. This person can't, they can only sleep at night if they numb themselves. They cannot close their eyes and just be okay. I'm telling you. I love you, divine. I love you. Shivering in fear. What did I just tell you? I just said that. I'm co-creating with the universe right now. Shivering in fear. Or it's more like I'm taking, like, you know, extracting the energy from the source even before I like actually see it in 3D. Shivering in fear. And wow. Either they wanted you to shiver in fear, my collective. They wanted you to like just be like in this paranoia that, you know, something's going to happen to you. Something's going to happen to your family. You know, if you don't, you know, surrender or submit to what they want, how they want you to behave, something's going to happen. They will do this to you. They will do that to you. You will, you know, kind of like destroy your life. You will not be able to live. Something like that. That kind of paranoia they wanted you in. But hey, they chose the wrong. This is why you were sent in their lives to, shut the shop down. Now they're shivering in fear. Probably you're the only one they haven't been able to like actually mess with. You know what I mean? I want to take more. Hang on. Okay. All right. Let's just take these. These many are fine. We still have enchanting on top. Okay, what are these? Essence. Okay, essence is under divine justice. Okay, essence. Okay, what about your essence? Maybe somebody could have tried to like, kind of copy you, monkey see, monkey do kind of thing. Whatever you do, how you, like maybe. It could be like it could have tried to copy what you do, like something like this. For example, I do these cards, I do these downloads. They could have tried to copy your style, like literally how you handle yourself, how you conduct yourself, but they have not been able to copy your essence. You can't be someone else. That's the point. What they're missing is you have to be yourself. This person in at my workplace also is like, so I dress in a certain way. I have a very, very original, very authentic signature style way how I do things, how I wear things, how I dress, right? So this person like literally did copy left, right, top to bottom, everything, and then they want you to, they want me to look at them and just be like, okay, validate it somehow, if you know what I mean. I was thinking that that is exactly what you're not supposed to do. If you want to be inspired by someone, and be inspired by their authenticity, by their originality, right? Think of things through your own brain, perhaps. You know, there's no point copying someone. I understand if you like a trend or something, I understand the trend bit, but copying someone's ways or their essence won't make you them. It won't. If anything, they will become a bigger star. You know what I mean? People see, right? News. Okay, something about news. Okay, what about news? Where should I keep them? News. Okay. News, truth, dragging, news. Some big reveal, some news is supposed to like come out, right? You know where this in hiding card would be now? It's supposed to be under appear, big reveal, and then in hiding. I'm telling you, this person is in whatever they may be trying to hide, either themselves or the truth or whatever. They have been like summoned by the divine, who's like not letting them get away with it. They're trying to get away with it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's a meet ja kya kisi ka. They still want to get away with it. They are, devastated that this even happened, that they were not able to take you out. They're devastated by that. That's what is like killing them, that they were not able to take you out. And our divine is like literally holding them, like stalking them right now, and they're shivering in fear. All right, demeaning is under, you know what, yeah, my cards are amaze balls. Yeah, divine, thank you for this blessing. It's right under, demeaning is right under cruel, relief, demeaning. So it could be a lot of demeaning things that these people say, a lot of discouraging. I'm being very generous and polite when I'm saying discouraging. It could be like really literal, in real sense of the term, it could be quite cruel stuff that most people will not even be able to take it. They won't be able to take it. You see a lot of things happening in, just read the news. There's so many kids who take themselves out because like they were bullied, or they were like treated badly by their peers, by their friends, by their family, by the society, by so-called frenemies, fake friends really, right? And this bullying is something that is going to be stopped by the divine. It's something like divine is like not happy about, that you do not speak on my child's name or anyone's name, but don't speak on my child's name. All right, ancestors speaking through you. And right, ancestors is right under emergency and prosthetics. That card I've not been able to understand. Let me see. Prosthetics. So emergency, which is Archangel Michael, indicative of Archangel Michael, then prosthetics, and then ancestors. You could be related to, like, you could have, like angelic blood. You could have fairy blood. You could be like a half human, half angel, that kind of, or a demigod or something. My collective. You could have like divine blood. Hang on, let me see. I'm intrigued in this entire thing. This prosthetics is what is not. Should I wrap these up? Divine, are we done? I think we are done. So we know this. Let me just put my laptop up. We are at 1 hour 3133 energy, Christ energy. Array, divine, thank you. I love you very much. Let me put these back, my collective, and we'll just look at prosthetics. What exactly? I'm sure there's a meaning there. There is divine justice and prosthetics. What about it? Prosthetics. Why prosthetics? I don't even know why I put that word in this entire mix. I created these cards, right? So I don't know why would I even put prosthetics? So it means an artificial body part, prosthetics, right? 3 charities working the branch of surgery concerned with the making and fitting of artificial body parts. An artificial feature an artificial feature or a piece of flexible material applied to a person's face or body to change their appearance temporarily. Prosthetics change their appearance. what kind of fucking fraud these people are into. In medicine, a prosthetics or a prosthetic implant is an artificial device that replaces a missing body part which may be lost through physical trauma. Why prosthetics? But Divine, could you please clarify this? Yes. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I understand the word prosthetics. I'm trying to understand the, the implication here. Why has Divine given us this term? Why even I put it there? I look into this. I'm sure there's a deeper meaning of this. I'll look into this collective. I'll come back to you. This word is important, I'm sure. Prosthetics. That's what I remember because I was just watching. What is this? There was this about the heist. There's like Sophie Turner in it. I think the name is Heist. Oh, let me see. What is it? Sophie Turner. What was her recent one? Wait a minute. Steel. It was Steel. It was amazing, but then I don't know what happened with why I lost it, because and my husband didn't want to watch it. He came home, and then we started doing something else, right? It just got, so I was watching it over the weekend, or sorry, before that. I remember in that serial, why am I telling you all this, is in this Steel, and it's amazing, by the way, you can try and watch it. In this, so these people, they rob it's not a bank, but it's a place which has a lot of money from like a lot of government organizations. Like, what is it called? I'm forgetting. It's like whatever, this big organization that handles a lot of pension money, and they invest a lot of pension. They have a lot of funds, that government funds, right? And they invest it and everything. So there's a group of people who come in to kind of rob it in a way, that in the modern robber way, like when they make people access it and digitally start to like make them put in their codes and steal the money and put it in that kind of thing. So they come for this, and those people, all of them, when the serial started, was like when they were showing these people are coming in from different directions, I was like, the faces are so fucking weird. Then I thought they were like Britishers. They look weird. They don't look like really pretty. There was just one or two people pretty, and Sophie came to my mind. Like, she's one of those pretty Brit girls, and maybe Adele is quite pretty, and there are like very few people like they're quite pretty. Either they are very pretty, or else they're like very ugly. There's just literally no middle ground to Haini, right? I assume they're like such ugly people because they were wearing prosthetics. So they were showing in the serial that they're wearing prosthetics, that it's literally impossible for the police to like match them or something, to match their faces, match their identity. 1:44 on the clock, something like that. Some prosthetic bits. So like Steel prosthetic, something like that. Why prosthetics? It could be something related to some, like I said, some fraud that came to mind. Something about a fraud. I think that's going to come to light. These people probably committed frauds. Why do you feel financial frauds or something that will come to light? Why? I'll check with Divine on this, my collector. I will check with Divine, and there is not a question that Divine has not answered if I've asked her, right? So I'll come back to you with this. For now, let this be it. have fun, all right, and be secure, be fearless as always, all right. You have Karl, Bhairav, Odin, and the entire divinity with you. There, everybody's like with you. Archangel Michael literally manifested twice via tarot, via my cards. He's right here and they're speaking and they're all around you. Those are angels, those are deities that are protecting you right now. So no one on this planet or in this realm or in any of the realms can, like, put a dent in you. All right, okay, you know that. Internalize it, write it down, and just do what you've been asked to do by the divine. Just keep doing your good work, keep showing up, keep spreading the word of God. All right, until then, in fact, I had something else in mind that I wanted to say. One second, there is another download, one moment, that is coming to my mind. We did speak about divine providence, divine justice, divine. We have taken that into account. Question and so. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back to you on that, my collective. I'll come back. Something is 1111 on the clock. There is some download which is coming in. Let me put that down on a piece of paper first, and I will share it with you next time. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful time. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.